and Hernandez. Another big duo for the Anteaters to go up against the offensive firepower of the Ducks.
It'll be a big night out of Lee and Hernandez if they want to get the job done. The 7th all-time meeting between UC Irvine and Oregon. Ducks are 5-1 in the all-time series. These two teams haven't played each other since 2018, and we're underway here at Matthew Knight Arena. Immediately, Oregon moving the ball around the arc. Ducks going quick tempo out of the gate. Immediately, Peyton Scott for 3. Too much, but Mevius able to gather it in. Goes around the world with it, trying to throw up a shot. Ducks able to gather it in. Muhammad working inside, going up strong. Che grabs the miss. Again, another shot. Muhammad grabs Che's miss, and finally a whistle gets blown. Muhammad goes to the line for the first time tonight. Had 9 points in the win against Air Force. Muhammad, Che able to grab the miss. And Ducks get a second possession after the free throws.
And already 4 offensive boards with the Ducks on the first possession.
Kelly goes up with the left-handed. Again, Che going up with it, fighting her way.
Get some second chance opportunities, draw the fouls. Pretty good look for the Ducks.
Mevius able to inbound to Muhammad. Lee with 7 seconds on the shot clock goes down the left alley, up with it, and then gets fouled as she drives to the basket. Really, really good from the charity stripe whenever they get the opportunity. Lee able to hit her first free. You see Irvine coming off a good win against Oregon State, 60-48 on Sundays. Loses her handle on it. Now Muhammad has to escape it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kelly has it. And trying to cut inside, finding Che, but intercepted.
5 of her 7 shots, so maybe she'll be able to help on that side of the floor, but need to get a big stop here first.
Over to Hernandez, driving up against Scott.
Making their shots so far. I mean, the Ducks have done a really great job at limiting the Anteaters to just 3 opportunities, but no need to really reach at this stage of the game when nothing's falling.
Hernandez able to make her second free throw and make it a 3-1 ball game. Altea out on the court for the Ducks, 11 points as well on Tuesday in the win against Air Force, 4-4 from the field.
And Falatea also a player for the Ducks that can hit 3-pointers, so something with the 3-point shooting that could give the Ducks an extra boost.
Mevius driving inside, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Che able to find Rambis inside for the easy lay-in. And a good find from Filipina Che over Sarah Rambis.
And the Anteaters on Sunday held the Beavers to 3 of 17 from beyond the arc. And so far the Ducks 0 of 4.
Lee was trying to hit a 3 of her own but couldn't connect. Falatea around the perimeter. Ducks looking to attack the interior. Bounce pass over to Rambis. She goes up with the right hand. Williams trying to spin her way through. Top of the key, Hernandez. A deep 3 off the back iron and another miss. Both teams still haven't been able to hit a 3-pointer up to this game. In the corner, Falatea. Yes! Falatea able to connect.
Much needed. Another opportunity for UC Irvine.
Tom able to get into Scharf. And he gets tipped and stolen away by Falatea. Pushing up ahead to Whitfield. Whitfield over underneath the basket. Gets it to Long. Cutting underneath. And Long gets one to fall.
And just defense leading to offense for the Ducks to continue this run and get some separation.
Another missed shot for UC Irvine. Scott able to corral it in, pushing it up ahead. Ducks on a 9-0 run over the last 3:30, able to find a rhythm. You're in the second part of the first quarter. Rambis, deep jumper, and it's able to fall in. Rambis just inside the perimeter. We haven't seen too much of that from her so far this year.
And while it was a slow start for the Ducks, now 5 of 15 from the field, it's been a perfect start for Sarah Rambis, 3 for 3, and she's just looked good whether it's in the paint or taking those deep mid-range jumpers.
Dean over in the corner, a 3 from Williams. Again, UC Irvine not able to connect from 3-point range. Alatea up ahead. Scott from the right wing. On target! Peyton Scott, 3
And then slowly just working its way from beyond to the arc. Had the shot from Falatea, the shot from Scott, and then the deep 2 from Rambis.
Sharp spinning.
And she just looked very confident coming off the bench. A couple of steals early on in the fast break. So getting some minutes here in the first quarter.
The only true freshman on Oregon's roster. Big key in the win against Air Force. Now Whitfield in the high post out to Scott. Scott around the perimeter from the right elbow for 2,000. Bounces off. Whitfield grabs the miss, goes up with it. It rattles in after a couple bounces. And the Ducks able to find their form as time winds down here in the first quarter.
Anteaters have not hit a field goal, 0 for 10 in this quarter, trying to do it on what could be the last possession likely in this quarter.
3 seconds on the clock. Williams trying to get a shot up. Throws up a shot. I think it was after. Oregon out rebounding UC Irvine 17-5 in that first quarter. Immediately Peyton Scott from the free throw line. Fadeaway jumper misses.
Crowd wants it too. Here some gasps from the crowd every time she touches the ball.
Alatea grabs the miss. Hansen not able to go with that one there. Over to Scott underneath the basket. Gets fouled as she goes up. Hits the deck. Now Woom for UC Irvine got called with the foul there. And Scott at the free throw line. She's able to hit it. There it is. 2,000 career points. 6 years in the making. And she gets it done at the free throw line. A little bit underwhelming. I'm sure she would have wanted to do it with a three-pointer or a lay-in. But either way, 2,000 career points.
I mean, but think about how many shots throughout her career that she's hit. Had the three-pointer earlier in that first quarter, and a historic milestone for her.
On the other end, Hernandez. Whitfield in the high post, actually from beyond the arc, and she's able to hit that one. Alexis Whitfield. 5 points on the night now, 2 of 2 from the field.
Yeah, and hitting both her shots too, and 16 of the 21 points for Oregon coming off of the bench. Whitfield, Rambis leading the way for the Ducks.
Down low, stolen again. A two-take came away with it. Mevius pushing it up ahead. Bounce pass over to Fiso, driving under the basket and lays it in with the right hand.
And the Ducks going fast on that possession. And Fiso talked about her 10-point outing on Tuesday.
Again, stolen away by Whitfield. Up to Mevius. She's all alone. She will finger roll it in for another easy lay-in. Madsen on the floor for the first time tonight for UC Irvine. Anteaters trying to attack the perimeter. Kelly playing tight defense. Out to Dean. Now in the corner, Madsen. Baseline jumper. Off the side of the rim. Kelly goes up and grabs the miss. Over to Whitfield. Lost her handle, but able to gather it in.
And the Ducks hitting all 3 of their last 3 shots. Trying to continue the run.
A deep jumper from Fiso.
Done well at not fouling too much. Believe they had 5 in the first quarter.
The shot doesn't drop for Irvine.
Eyeing double digits now for UC Irvine.
Now Ray not able to convert on the and one. Che back on the floor for Oregon. The Ducks looking to add some height, compete with UC Irvine. Kelly drives in, floater off the backboard and in. Kelly gets her scoring started tonight with that floater there.
And saw the jumper go in, even though that it didn't count due to the offensive foul, but able to boost her confidence a little bit, then get the layup to fall.
Averaged only 55 points to their opponent as Muhammad spins around, trying to go up too strong with it. Che over everybody, out to Kelly, and then Falatea on the right wing. Yes! Falatea, her second three-pointer of the night. And Oregon, a big lead with over 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
And that was a deep shot from Falatea. Just went up with confidence.
Scott going up, and she's going to get fouled. Not just making everything, but they were taking good quality shots, and again, just felt like everything was dropping for them on Tuesday.
Again, not as high from the floor today, but still, I look at those 4 made three-pointers out of 10 attempts, and that's been a point of emphasis for Oregon. Head coach Kelly Graves talked about it at media availability last week, just wanting to improve.
He's come back a lot stronger, leading the team right now with 14 points.
The three-pointer, and then able to get to the line, and UC Irvine just trying to follow her lead, draw contact, and get points at the stripe.
Lee chases that one down. Now a deep three from Niao Ray, and she's able to find the net there.
Opportunity. Looked like they had the advantage going quickly.
Kelly feeds Rambis inside. She goes up with it.
The 7th turnover of the evening for Oregon, so not necessarily the dominant performance in this first half that we saw on Tuesday. Do have the 7 gifted opportunities and then below 40% from the floor.
Kelly, fade away. Rambis going up with it, grabs the miss. He's able to get one to fall in, kind of pinballed around the rim and finally fell through.
And Sarah Rambis, one of those players that just taking a big leap between last season and this season, leading the way with her 8 points in 9 minutes.
Over to Scott in the corner. Falatea, a three-pointer, misses. A couple UC Irvine players going up for it.
Get an opportunity up and just cut this deficit down even more.
Lee takes the cross courts double team, loses her handle on it. 2 seconds left. They get tipped away by Kelly. The buzzer's going to sound off, and the Ducks. The third quarter starts here. Saul Galvan, Lily Crane, Rachel McConaughey take it the rest of the way through. Immediately, Peyton Scott from the right wing attempts a three, falls in. Scott gets the scoring started for Oregon here in the third quarter with a triple.
It's given them this lead even as they're on a little bit of a scoring drought. Again, not making any of their last 4 shots.
Underneath is Hernandez. Ducks over the last 4 attempts from the field. Rambis down low to Whitfield, and she gets called for the foul there. Peyton Scott got the scoring started for the Ducks with a three-pointer, but then Oregon's been a little ice cold ever since. UC Irvine looking to go on a run here. Scharf, spin move against Whitfield, and Whitfield with her hands up. Scharf makes her first free again. They didn't hit a shot at all in the first quarter. A lot of those points came in the second quarter.
10 turnovers from the Anteaters in this game.
Actually, that was Mevius who got the charge. Altea on the court for Oregon, as well as Philly Che. And Che, it gets poked away out of Che's hands. Hernandez got double team for a second, able to get rid of it. Over on the right arc, Scharf. Now Woom, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Long playing defense. Out top of the key, Hansen. Triple, able to fall in. Has a lot of history. And the Anteaters up to this point as Long spins around, able to hit the mid-range jumper. Let's extend their lead to 16. Hernandez going up as she was fouled.
And just tricking the defenders there to get her second bucket.
Hernandez able to hit her second free throw. UC Irvine, 9 of 13 from the charity stripe tonight. Evie is pushing the ball quickly, and Nawum, who is guarding her, as Mevius
cutting in this third quarter and in this period, but stopping the clock and giving Oregon.
Tom comes away with it for the Anteaters.
And after starting 4 for 10 from deep, the Ducks are just 1 for their last 7 shots.
Stolen away by Long, all alone. She goes up with it. An easy lay-in for Ari Long. Steal and score there. The transfer from Washington. And again, Ducks bringing the pressure. Up ahead, Hernandez. Double teamed underneath the rim. And again, it's stolen away, this time by Mevius. Mevius up ahead. She's got no room in her sight, but Mevius goes up and finishes with a lay-in. A deep three from Hernandez that skips out. And Long able to corral it in. Whitfield, top of the key. Yes! Whitfield able to keep the run alive for Oregon. In the paint, Dean spins around with it off the backboard, but too strong there. Issa Tute back on the floor for Oregon. She'll post up against Dean. Tute, first trip to the line tonight.
But has been pretty efficient.
Tute, Lee able to gather it in. Now Williams driving in, too strong. Tipped around, kind of pinballed around UC Irvine and Oregon. Long comes away with it. Up ahead to Amina Muhammad. Muhammad stops, goes up with it. Tute grabs the missed shot, now in the corner. Falatea with a three. Pinballs out. Scott able to chase it down and give the Ducks second life. Underneath the basket, Muhammad goes up with it and fights her way through with a basket.
And just more and more opportunities, a couple more offensive boards, and just a nice find under the hoop to get Muhammad open.
Underneath the basket is Lee. Muhammad had her hands on it. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Muhammad inside the three-point range. Misses that one. Does get the shot off before the buzzer.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of this game, just the success recently that UC Irvine's had, and Inoue has had a large part in all of that success.
10 minutes to play in this one, and immediately UC Irvine able to get a basket. Long attempts a three-pointer. Doesn't hit it. Pinballs out. Muhammad chasing it down. Now Woom. Fade away. Able to get it to fall in.
They normally produce out of the starting lineup and had the big advantage, so didn't need them as much.
Muhammad underneath the rim, Kelly. I mean, obviously, when they go to the conference games, which start in just over a week.
Absolutely, and I think that's the difference between last season and this season, where they're heavily reliant on just a few players, and this year they have so many players that can step up on any given night. Again, the 51 points coming off the bench on the last game. It was 26 last season as the high.
Tute stripped it away, trying to go coast to coast with it, but gets fouled. There's like Sarah Rambis, who have made a big impact in the last two games. Kelly feeds it down low to Muhammad. Muhammad through the double team, goes up with it.
Has caught up and actually had the lead in terms of free throws in this game.
The Longhorns was able to help Texas reach the Elite Eight. Just going full court press. Now Williams attempts to triple. Falls in. Just under 7 to play here in this one. Tute underneath the basket. Strong finish there for Issa Tute.
And her first shot from the floor in this game gets it up and gets it to go in.
Top of the key, Williams another three. Falls in again. Look out, Williams, back-to-back three-pointers.
And just getting into a little bit of a rhythm, the Anteaters have as many deep shots made in this game as Oregon.
Scott drives in, bounce pass to a Tute, finishes with the left hand.
Have converted on their last 3 shot attempts. It's been a lot of Williams being able to hit the deep shot.
It's only being her second game she played all year. That being her season debut.
And she's been a bright spot off the bench tonight with those 7 points in just 11 minutes and able to pick up a couple of rebounds as well.
Tute on the baseline, out to Fiso. Fiso with the triple. Knocks it down. Tom, mid-range jumper, falls in. UC Irvine trying to keep pace up ahead to Fiso, drives inside, and one, count it. Fiso goes up strong with it. Fiso at the free throw line, not able to convert on the and one. Tom. Mevius back in the game, playing defense. Hernandez almost lost it. Kelly comes away with it, goes to the floor. Up ahead to Mevius. Mevius backs up. Now Fiso, a little mid-range jumper. Off the back iron of the rim. Rambis fights for it. Now Whitfield underneath to Fiso. What a find from Alexis Whitfield. Kind of a blind pass there. But it's perfectly into the hands of Katie Fiso for the lay-in.
And giving the Ducks their largest lead of the game. But wow, what a find from Whitfield, just turning around and finding Fiso.
Sharp to inbound it, gets it over to Hernandez, and then underneath the basket is Hansen, but she gets fouled.
Ducks just going on a little bit of a run.
Just hasn't been enough to Galatea thought about a pass, attempts a three-pointer, skips out, Tute grabs the miss and puts it back.
And we've mentioned the 51 bench points that they had in the last game, but Oregon nearly eclipsing that in this game with the 48. Still have a little bit of time left. Not sure that they'll reach that mark, but it's just been strong recently for Oregon, just all around.
Triple there from Hansen misses. A strong performance tonight from the Ducks. And they'll head off to the holiday break with a winning record and begin conference play on December 28th. Peyton Scott, history tonight, folks. 2,000 points in her career. And Oregon able to wrap up their non-conference play with the win here against UC Irvine. The Ducks send their fans home happy. 71-43 the final. Ducks able to handle the Anteaters.